deadly blow on a 77-year-old man, and that singular act was just enough to ruin his clean records, claim the life of a man, and earn him significant charges. On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m., Tampa police were called to a Dunkin Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious and bleeding from the head.
And I guess this will, and I ever interview with
I don't know what happened. I know that he was actually
which case? Yes, hard problem to the other disabled disabled veteran. He's got allergies, he's seen allergies,
Old Gory Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for, calm and cooperative. He explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Coriolis Jones. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin, he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee, but today maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees, and as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window, he kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked the morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here, so I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, you feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. And as I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me. He was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it. And I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again? Have a good day. He said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it. I said, say it again, and he did. Right hook sent me down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past 16 years, I let it go one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he did his head pretty good.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out. Yeah. Slip your phone, push the bell.
Right hook it fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down. Keep down. I don't want this other. You hit him. You punch him in his jaw.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
Very fun.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this situation.
No worries. Some guys have to go ask you.
Yes, sir. You should take it easy.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him. And he fell. He hit him? Yeah. Did you get his information yet? I have not. I just came in and
that's his grandson that's with him. That is his grandson.
I was just talking with him.
Information necessary.
So, yeah. You want to grab this 43?
I have
I'm not trying to get on to you, man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let, I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says hear you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just
believe
because
me,
we have a job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know.
You're going to have people like that throughout your life. You just got to let it go in one ear, right out the other. And you just realize that he's going to leave and be on his way and you're going to still be here working, you know? So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. You just got to do rough. I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
But he was just being
For
like
what reason?
outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. He was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always do that. I always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, so he's not here and identify at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly awkward. He was already mad. Hello, it's not like that. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So, very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So, Corey was like, he got on the mic. I've only been here for like this week.
Sure.
But, I've had Dunkin' experience, so.
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of
It
somebody.
shouldn't be a normal reaction, so he didn't want to. Okay, so yeah, he was being really grateful for absolutely no reason. So, before he got on the mic, because, he's the veteran here, the more experienced.
For sure.
So, he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customers?" Like that. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take the order anymore. We're gonna act like we have to be." Came up here, got a verbal like, "You got the order type of thing, like you would reassuring him that come again later." So then that's when he came up to the point. Right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
came, he parked, and when you say up there, up in the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna so me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again. So we asked him to leave multiple times. And that's when, he called Corey the N-word and it escalated from there.
What did you see from happening from there?
From what I've seen is I heard him telling Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he's like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either, you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops." I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, "There's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and they're your nicknames." Corey was like, "One more time," and he called him another nick, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after you said that?
Corey punched him, he was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay. And you were standing like
Right around here.
Okay. As Corey said, he's a normally regular that comes through
He
here?
comes here a lot, and he's very, verbal. I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
Normal people not to be respectful. Choose not to be.
He wasn't being
Yeah,
respectful.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot see your face.
Sure. Hello, manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my loss prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out.
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I'll call it now, as a matter of fact. To go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a coworker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer, but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
fine. It's just a hope whether that he gets better. Okay? I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. And it would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't. But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, and being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom, mom come down to bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 single bondsman. She come down to bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have. I agree with that.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick.
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's stand your ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.